And that's going to be like a matrix crane, right? Okay. All right. Now for this one, there are a few more folds, but remember, whatever you do on one side, you're going to do it on the other side as well. So we'll take our time. Can you pass this down for me? We'll take our time, we'll look at the pictures, and if you have any questions, can you pass those down? Thank you. We'll look at it together. Also, one of the things that I make the origami paper out of, which is kind of cool, you know the things that the perfume comes on in the magazines? They put them into the magazines and you're supposed to scratch and sniff or you smell the perfume. The paper is usually a little bit more substantial. Like newspaper is very thin. Magazine paper depends on the magazine. But if you take the scent samples that they send, and you could do the same thing, you just fold your paper over if it's a rectangle, although there are some origami that you can do with a rectangle. A friend of mine actually, I may have it with me, there are books and there are instructions on how to fold things out of dollar bills. So that's a rectangle, and that's kind of cool. And she does little elephants. And when she goes to a restaurant, you know, when you tip the waitress for bringing your coffee or whatever, she leaves a little elephant on the counter, which is kind of cool because the waitresses don't want to spend it then. Then it's like, okay, I have to keep this. You know, they don't want to open it up to get that dollar bill, so they keep it as a little elephant. I'll take a look at my wallet after. So here I just made a square, real quick. All right.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Oh, you're doing a matrix too. Oh, look at all these great colors. Okay. We are going to start with this paper, colored side up. Okay, so everyone has colored side up in front of you, and we're going to start it not as a square. We're going to make it like a diamond in front of us. Okay? Put this just like that for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold it this way, point to point. Just take a look at your points and try to get them as close together as possible, and then go across and make a nice, now the crane is really going to call for some nice sharp folds, so try to make them as sharp as you can. Just run your finger right across. All right? And then we're going to open it up again, and we're just going to give it a little turn. And we're going to do the same thing the other way. Okay, so now you're going to fold this to here. Just take a look at your points. Again, if it's easier for you to do, some people do fold origami in the air. They hold it up like that and take a look at it. Whatever's easier, right? Right. Did I hear paper rip?
Yeah.
Quick, grab another piece. We'll wait for you. Good. Okay, we don't have to wait that long. She's real fast. Still like it. All right. Now fold it the other way. So we have two folds. Okay, first you fold it this way, right? Which you did. And then you're going to open it and turn it and then fold it the other way. So you're going to fold it into quarters.
I did.
You did? Oh, I didn't see that. You have quarters? Everyone has quarters? Okay. Now we're going to take the paper and white side up, and now we're going to make it look like a square in front of us, not a diamond. Very good. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring the top to the bottom or the bottom to the top, whichever way you'd like to fold it. We're going to match up our corners, and we're going to give it a nice sharp crease because that's what's going to help when we put our crane together. Good. Good. I'm going to open it up again. We're going to turn it once, and we're going to fold it again. We're going to fold it after that. Good. So now, what we have actually done is we've done mountain and valley folds, and when we open this up and take a look at it, you're actually going to see you took a look at the paper on the white side, you see creases that are creasing, that it comes up, right? And that's your mountain fold, or goes down, and that's your valley fold. All right, so that's what those two folds are. And these folds are in all of origami instructions. So once you know it, you know it. And you can just look at the pictures. And they'll show you. They'll show you whether or not it gets folded under or over. Now, because your paper has memory, like I was saying, it's almost going to fold in on itself. So if we take it and have our colored side up, all right, and hold two corners, you have it already. Hold two corners, and if you bring those corners together, your paper almost folds exactly the way it needs to fold, right on itself. Can you show him how you did that? All right. There we go, just like that. Okay, bring these two corners in, and there it is. Can you show her that? Oh, you got it already. Good. Okay. Now, we're going to take just the top portion. Just the top portion, all right? Because there's two, front and back. Just the top portion, we're going to take this point right here and bring it to the middle. And we're going to follow this seam that goes down the center of your paper. So it's going to look like this. All right. Take a look at your diagram. It's going to show you that on number 4. And again, try to be, that's going to be right here. You see that? Just the top portion. You bring this corner right to that center seam. And then if you could do the same thing on the other side. Very good. It's like folding paper airplanes, right? Okay, has everybody finished one side? Very nice. Very nice. All right, now we're going to fold, now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Same exact thing on the other side. We're going to take the point, bring it to the center, and we are going to try to keep it right along the center there, right along that center seam that we've already made. Very good, yes, that's right. That looks exactly like an ice cream cone. You are right. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with the other side. So we're going to have this. Would you come over and give her a hand? Thank you very much. Because that's what we got to do. We got to help each other. That's good for one side, yeah. Now we have to do the other side. Did you do the other side already? You did upside down. Let's see. Let's see. Perfect. That's good. And this. Let's do. Do we have your done? Good. Really, really hard. Now can you do the same thing on the other side? Bring this to this, and then over, and it's going to look like an ice cream cone. So that's what we have.